of being vulnerable and making mistakes. I totally wrote out what I wanted to say at the beginning of this call. I got some of it, right? I definitely did not get into all of it, but that's me taking a risk and being vulnerable. And one of my fears is public speaking, but I know that I have to start somewhere. So that's just part of being vulnerable and getting yourself out there. So if you could give people some advice on facing and overcoming their hesitations, what would you tell us?
So the first thing I tell all the speakers that I encounter is that you really need to realize the fact that you've been listening to and telling stories your entire life. I mean, think about it. From the moment you were born, before you could say your first word, you learned about the entire world around you by listening to stories. Your parents and your family, everyone that you encountered was talking to you, and they're basically telling you how the world operates. And your mind starts putting that together. It's really why your brain is wired for story, because that's how you learn about the world. And of course, as soon as you start talking, you start telling stories nonstop. In fact, a lot of parents wish that their kids didn't tell so many stories, right? It's like, okay, you've been talking enough. And by the time you're an adult, you're pretty much telling stories all the time. Friends, family, coworkers.